Hey guys, and welcome to the first part of my NBA draft overview. Today, this is the first installment. We're going to be going over the first 5 picks, and we have plenty to talk about. My mock draft was pretty off in picks 2 through 5. First of all, I thought Mo Bamba would go inside 5, and I did not see Trae Young going 5th at all, but starting off with the first pick, we all pretty much figured at this point DeAndre Ayton out of Arizona, pairing up with Devin Booker and Josh Jackson in Phoenix. The Phoenix grown DeAndre Ayton went to Arizona, and he's going to be able to stay and pair up with one of the young stars in the NBA in Devin Booker. I think they're definitely going to make a leap next year just based off of Ayton's production alone. It looks like Devin Booker may be getting the number 1 pick that he needed to stay. Moving on to Sacramento, choosing Marvin Bagley III. I personally thought they would go with a guard to pair with De'Aaron Fox, but Marvin Bagley is also a great selection for them. He provides a ton of scoring, and they could even put him at the 4, putting him with Willie Cauley-Stein or Scala BCA at the center position. He's going to be a great scorer down low to pair up with De'Aaron Fox. He's got really no veteran mentors to help him out, but he does have Vlade Divac as center who can help him with his low post scoring as well. So I really like this pick for Sacramento. They really could not have gone wrong here, Bagley or Doncic. So looks like Sacramento finally made a good decision going with Marvin Bagley at the number 2 spot. Now, here's where things get interesting. I'm actually going to skip the 3rd and 5th pick right now, and we're going to go to the 4th pick, which was the Memphis Grizzlies. They chose Jaren Jackson out of Michigan State. The Memphis Grizzlies have Marc Gasol. Mike Conley, they have him if he's healthy. I really thought they should have gone with a more athletic scorer. I mean, Marc Gasol is pretty good, but to pair him with Jackson, I think they're going to clog the lane a little too much. I guess if Marc Gasol becomes more of a 3-point shooter, then this could work out since Jackson doesn't really have an outside shot. I'm still sort of questioning if Jaren Jackson is worth the number 4 pick. I could see him going 3rd actually to Atlanta to pair with Dennis Schroeder, or later in the draft, possibly Dallas or Chicago, but we'll have to see how Jackson pans out. I know he's really athletic and can be a real force down low, but if he trains under Marc Gasol, I guess Marc Gasol could really help him with his overall offensive game. And now going into the picks that really shocked everybody. With the 3rd pick, Atlanta chose Luka Doncic, guard out of Real Madrid. But then they traded him to the 5th pick, Dallas Mavericks. And with that 5th pick, Dallas chose Trae Young. And now Dallas will also be sending their 2019 protected first-round pick. I still need to figure out what protection that is to see if this trade really made sense. For Atlanta, I really don't understand this trade. I guess you're just giving up on Dennis Schroeder at this point unless you want to move him to the 2 guard, which he's undersized for and really isn't fit for the 2 guard position. You know how Dennis Schroeder and Trae Young competing for the starting role when Atlanta could have gotten Jackson or Bamba or kept Doncic to pair him as a shooting guard next to Dennis Schroeder in the backcourt. On the side of Dallas, even with their first-round pick going to Atlanta, they're able to get a top 2 talent in Luka Doncic. He's going to be a fantastic shooting guard to pair up with Dennis Smith Jr. And especially if Dennis Smith Jr. is able to attack the rim better than he did last year. He's already a great downhill guard. He's going to open up a lot of lanes for Luka Doncic to shoot off the dribble and off that pass from Dennis Smith Jr. I really like this trade depending on that protection, because next year Dallas will probably have another top 10 pick, and that's another really good draft class. You got Zion Williamson, Romeo Langford, and people like that. So I'm really questioning this on the side of Atlanta. This pretty much means they're giving up on Dennis Schroeder. He still has, I believe, the 2 years, $34 million left on his contract. So they may use him possibly as trade bait to get another young star, possibly move back into the 15 to 10 range and maybe try and trade for one of those other players. But who knows at this point? I don't really know what Atlanta's doing. With Dallas, Mark Cuban telling them to make moves, able to get the third pick, Luka Doncic, to pair up with Dennis Smith Jr. But guys, that will be all for this first part. The next part will be coming out with the picks 6 through 10. Be sure to let me know your thoughts on this trade in the top 5 and all the other picks in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll be back with part 2 in a couple hours.